Oh, good morning. It is another cloudy one. We got a pretty good thunderstorm overnight. Well, it thundered, and I ran down and closed the umbrella and made sure my car windows were closed, which I knew they were. Just way easier using the front screen right this minute. But get little man out for his walk. I think we're going to stay on sidewalk because of the rain. I don't feel like having wet feet like yesterday morning again. And it's not just dew, it's, overall real rain. So grass going to be even wetter than normal. Alrighty. These guys walking. They got to hook this leash up to me though. I just saw an email when before it came out that DJI has released the Osmo 6. Doesn't look like they made a lot of changes though from the Osmo 5, and I have the 3, the 4, and the 5 sitting around collecting dust. So no 6. No point. But they're seriously pushing their new accessories, the DJI mic, which for the iPhone is mono. So pointless. And I remember in the 5 they actually released on the clamp system a lighting kit, but for me it wouldn't really do any good because I don't use the front facing camera at night at all because of the flashlight. So not getting it. It's just another item to sit around collecting dust. I need to stop buying things I don't need. But yeah, I can't believe I recorded that whole clip in the front camera. Yesterday I mentioned I was going to bring the Osmo 5 out and test it out with 14, see how the zooms and all work. So get back with him. I'm going to go upstairs and set it up real quick, and I'll bring it out with Priya and do that this morning. So just go in at 2 today. So that'll be our big test for the day. Will be the Osmo 5 and the iPhone 14. Go next. Another thing that's really interesting in the email today was I got a notice that I'm getting sent a $42 Apple gift card, and when I look in on it, they are deducting the taxes from my trade-in from my 14 or my 13 Pro Max. So my taxes dropped in half almost, because it's not quite 50% what I paid. I mean, $720 for like the base model would be a fantastic deal, even the 256, but when you get up to the 1 terabyte and it's $1,600, not quite as good of a deal. So, but I need the storage because I'm already down to 118 minutes of record time. So taking all those photos, those HDR or those HDR Pro raw photos, their file sizes are ginormous, and I'm sure Google Photos is going to start yelling at me that I'm running out of space again. I'm going to basically be like, oh well, I guess they're not going there no more. So I have to keep going through every couple days and removing videos, because I wish there was just a way for it to upload only photos. I think Amazon you can actually do that with theirs, but oh yeah. So that extra terabyte or whatever the hell storage you get for $1.99, chewing it up real fast. Looks like they're calling for a 60% chance of rain here in about a half hour, so I need to get Miss Princess out and walking, because even though the Osmo has endured rain prior, I don't like doing that to it because I did ruin the 4 that time at the Ginsburg Raceway. It really bums me out we didn't get to go this year, but it happens. Maybe next year. We'll see. Then, I don't know. I've got to get you moving here. Gotta get your sister out. Sit up there, puppy. Alright, so now on to the Mimo app with the Osmo 5. Princess, so far no. It goes from 1X to 3X right now. I don't have it set up yet. So let's see how Mimo holds up versus the iPhone native camera. I do a little bit of shooting with both here. Right now we're doing Mimo. Come on, puppy pie. Come on. Come on. Priya. Come on, baby. Come on. So, yeah, no comment, I guess. I want to do something. I think I'm going to go over here and pedal. Well, I was lucky when I lined this thing up. I got a hair on you. Hold on. I think I got the magnet lined up where it's supposed to be. We should see. I think the mowing team is finally here. I was just saying, who's walking the tail? Oh, they need to mow. And it looks like they might be rolling in to do. Come on, Priya. She is like hanging out way back there. Kind of the nice thing about this is it gives you a little more elevation and whatnot. Of course, it telescopes too, so, and you can flip it over and do all that good stuff as well. Low angles. Come on, princess. Let's keep walking, puppy. Let's keep walking, puppy. It's hard to believe I did this for an entire summer. I used this thing, well, before and then this one. You're a little tilted, but it is what it is right now. Alright, well, it looks like they did update the app 10 hours ago for the Osmo 6. And it looks like they've also updated it for the iPhone 14. However, I'm sure more updates will come in for them to be able to utilize the 2X. Because it seems like with Apple, they do a lot more fixing with the app than they do with Android. Sorry, guys. That's just my personal experience with it. Because it definitely doesn't work the same with an Android phone. I mean, hell, they sell them on the Apple website. So. Alright, how's it look? I mean, it worked really good with the 13 when I tried it out. I was actually quite surprised, so. But, when we start heading back up, I'll switch over to the native app. I mean, all it's going to do is stabilize it and, control it. Won't be able to zoom. I know that's what I need to do. I need to check the zoom on this thing. But like I said, it is doing the directly to 3x. It changes lenses. It doesn't give you that 2x option like the native app does. So if you hold the thing, it'll zoom slow. Yeah, see, it doesn't even have a marker for 2. There's 3, back to 1. If you're going out, 1, 7, 7. Yeah, then if you jump, then it will take you all the way out to 8x, which is actually shorter than the native iPhone lens. Pretty clear though. Shooting pretty clear. Stop sign. It's on the screen, I can still read it. 119. So once it jumps beyond the 3 lens, it should basically put you back on the main lens. Back to 1, 5. Come on, Priya. So, yeah. I forget what I was going to say. Shit. Now we'll try it in action mode. See how much extra stabilization you get with the gimbal versus. Come on, Priya, let's walk. She's like, why are we walking so fast? Alright, still using the action mode, but obviously the native camera. So this gives you a kind of a little bit further reach, I guess. So hopefully a little better framing than handheld with this. So that little bit of crop for this stabilization. You can get yourself a little further out than just my face. Not a whole lot, but it might be enough. Remember, when you are using action mode, it automatically kicks you to the 0.5 lens. And you have to manually put it back to 1 if that's what you want to use. But it does work on all 4 lenses. The 0.5, the 1, the 2, and the 3. Feel the glutes burn on this one. Oh, this hill. This takes the breath out of me. Doesn't seem any steep. It seems less steep than that one over there. But, yeah. I really wish Apple would let you zoom with a remote. Especially since they're so big into the Osmo. That'd be a nice feature. So I'm asking DJI to make like a grip, kind of like what ShiftCam has. But just add the,
14 seconds per mile.
Add a grip that has the zoom control since it will work on the Nemo app. That'd be nice. So the only way to manually update the app, and when I go to the app in the App Store, it's telling me that it's ready to go. So I'm gonna have to look deeper and see what version I have in settings. I don't know, it works pretty good. I just wish that they would add the 2x on the jump, since it wouldn't switch your lens. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just because it's lens-based. They may not be able to do it like Apple. but I've thought that in the past. And the only thing they don't have is ProRes. This is in Dolby Vision, so it's still pretty high quality. It's come a long way from the crap they used to have. And you have the flashlight feature I like to use for the puppies. Upside down. Everybody can barely hear me because the phone's so far away from me. Get no angles on princess. No puppy angles. This is what freaked her out that day. Like that. She won't come on and she just like went crazy. Alright, so front facing camera. And I'm on active track, so it should follow me around. It's set on me. They actually made it pretty simple to set up. You don't touch the screen anymore. You can just use the trigger. So it's kind of convenient. But with the new front-facing camera, I just don't know why I'm at such a high angle. There we go. Trying to get it back into somewhat normal mode. But I'll see how Osmo handles the front-facing camera with it being updated. And I keep looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens on this one, making sure it's tracking me. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it would be worth, you know, using the Osmo a little bit here and there? I mean, I'm the only reason I'm against it is I can't pocket it, and things got to be out the whole time. So, yeah, you can turn it on, turn it off, right with the whatchamacallit. So if like I'm, you know, moving around and using it, it's kind of a cool feature. Doesn't always work with the dogs too well because they're kind of too fast for it. You gotta make sure you have yourself level, otherwise you're gonna get a tilted lens the whole time. Unless you bring yourself all the way up. That's the only way to level it out. And then you get a nice wide angle. And of course, once the Osmo goes out and tilts back, you can give yourself a major selfie stick with this thing. Get it corrected, follow me. There you go. So got out pretty far. Plus, when you have the kickstand on it, you can, you know, use that too, and even get up further. You can get yourself some really wide shots. So, something to keep in mind. It is starting to drizzle. Alright, Princess, we need to pick up our pace and get back to the house before we get soaking wet in the moon this time. So, sounds like a plan then. There's still a little bit of a hesitation from when you press the button. I'm kind of thinking it's because of the chime. They're trying not to include it in the video. So, it doesn't start recording instantly. But remember that if you start talking, you might miss something. What kind of focus does this thing have? Actually, it's got pretty good focus. Wow. See now, this one works while recording on macro. That's something to note. The iPhone itself native app does not focus in 1x, but the Mimo app does. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Something I did not realize that it does is it actually active tracks in photo as well. So if I'm trying to follow the dogs and take pictures, it literally spun itself right with her to take photos. I didn't realize that worked in that mode as well. Interesting. We're back on the front camera, by the way, with active track. So kind of enjoying that feature right now. And I've got it. It's still tilted really far back. Trying to get it leveled off. It's probably not, I probably should have calibrated it again. I just rushed out the door since I did calibrate the other day, but you should basically calibrate every time you take it out. Because right now the camera seems like it's like this, which is what it is. But you go up, the active track's really not following you too great right now. I zoomed in on my face and I'm like, let's see how that works. Hey, that's better. So I'm actually pretty low right now. Holding it was. It works. Alright. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you want to get different shots, different angles, active track, and it just stays right on the subject. You don't even think about it. I don't understand what is going on here. I'm a test subject, princess, like always. Yeah, when I flipped it upside down earlier, I actually tricked the thing out really bad. It hit the side because of this large case and the very bulky corners. And it was upside down. It was all different ways. I had to restart the whole gimbal. But that's the one issue I've so far come across. I don't think you can spin while recording, so let's just try quick. Yeah, don't do that. Going back to flashlight mode. That was awesome. I'm glad I have a really good case on my phone. That was one of my biggest concerns with this case, was the magnet going to hold? And that answered that question. It hit the stop and boom, took off one of them. You're wrapped around me, Priya. That's your problem here. Trying to get away from that damn camera. I guess this case is now mine because I think I scuffed it up a little bit when it hit. But I'm telling you what, it shock-proofed it really well. It made a really interesting, I can spin around. Made a really interesting sound when it hit. Like, dum dum dum. At least it wasn't. Alright, well, there you go. Osmo 5 tested. And side by side with the Osmo 4. Like I said, I do have the 3 as well. But in fact, that's the legs of the 3 because I couldn't find these. They're in my bag. But the one thing I noticed when I got this was they reversed the way they did the grip. I personally think the grip on the 4 is more comfortable, but this one is way lighter. Now, I am using my makeshift magnet. Basically, I took the ring that they don't give you anymore, the magnetic ring, just to hook to your device. That guy there, mounted it to a MagSafe magnet, and this is my own little design. Not my design, someone else actually designed it, and I copied it. So it looks like the magnet might need a little bit of cleaning. That might be why, too, it didn't hold on to the phone so good. But yeah, and this is basically boom or boom. Both of these models and the 6, this little guy would work. And it just makes things convenient. You just got to basically remember to line up the little dot straight up on your phone. And yeah, it works pretty good. But they've both seen mild usage. This one's seen way more. I used that one for quite a while. And I got this one, and my hand was actually falling asleep on that walk, like I've mentioned before. You're holding onto this so tight that, for me at least, it cuts my circulation and it starts to put my hand to sleep. That one does it too, just takes longer. Hey everybody, I know it's kind of early, it's like 11:15, which really isn't early since I'm going at 2. But that's going to be the video for the day. I'm going to call it quits and import and get it in and do things around the house. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's little look at the Osmo 5 with the 14 Pro Max. And I will see you in the morning. Good night. Good afternoon. Good day.